on, you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you the most in-depth action figure reviews here on YouTube. And today we're taking a look at the Monday Night Wars. I believe this is Series 6, which is exclusive to Walmart. This figure features Kane, Booker T, Hardcore Hack, and the British Bulldog. And of course, you're going to build your Golga Build-A-Figure with this set. I'll be totally honest with you guys. I don't know what it is as of late. I want to be real with you guys. I don't know if I've been down on collecting or what. I just feel like I'm getting a little bored. I feel like these are characters we've seen quite a few times already, you know, just recently released. And I don't know, I feel like generally with the Monday Night War set, I've been like trying to get them earlier. Sometimes I get them from Walmart, pay a little extra. But with this set, I'm just like, I don't know if I really need it. Do I need another Kane? Another, you know, Booker T was one I did want. You know, unfortunately was not able to score the chase here. I do have the standard version. Hardcore Hack, the Bulldog. I feel like I've got so many of these figures that I wasn't really that excited for them. Just be honest with you guys. So I want to put that out there as I go on with this review. I just feel like lately Mattel has given us, you know, repaints and a lot of redos and a lot of greatest hits. So it's getting to a point where I'm like, man, I got so many figures and they just keep redoing the same thing over and over again. I don't know, just a little rant, not to start this video off negatively, but I don't know, I want to know if you guys kind of feel the same way as of late. I just don't feel as excited for certain figures. Of course, there are some figures I'm like, I cannot wait to get, but a set like this just felt a little underwhelming, so I hope this does turn out to be a little, you know, more exciting as we go on with the review. But let's take a look. You do get Kane here. You can see, like, I feel like we've gotten so many Kanes, but he does have the red attire, which is, this looks like a different red, like a darker red. You can see he's got the mesh on the front. Does come with the interchangeable hands here. Of course, your Build-A-Figure Golga. On the side here, you'll see this is from Raw, June 26, 2020. You get a little look at the back of the figure box. If you guys want to take a look at the little reader, we can pause and do so. You do get the head for your Golga here. The next figure we have is Booker T. I really wanted that chase. The white attire with the flames looks so sick, but even the black version looks good. But like I said, we already got something very similar in the singlet Harlem Heat gear, so I don't know. That's why I was like a little, like another Booker. Oh, like, all right, you know, I wanted this figure, but I just feel like we just got a Booker from this wave or this line. You can see Nitro in December 29th, 1997. On the back here, you'll see he comes with the arms and the hands. Of course, the little read up. If you guys want, you can pause and take a look there. Hardcore Hack. I like the Sandman. I don't know if I needed a Hardcore Hack in my collection here. You can see he does have the barbed wire similar to the Elite Sandman we got. The Build-A-Figure Golga. This is based off of Nitro, February 1st, 1999. Take a look at the back. He does come with the torso for Golga. And the last figure, we have the British Bulldog. And if you guys can see that tan coming through, it just looks a little odd. I know the Bulldog had a tan, but I feel like we've had so many Bulldogs with like a standard, for the most part, right? A standard, you know, skin tone, and they go ahead and they flip it here. I don't like that when they do it after so long. I feel like if it's one or two ways like they did with like Dominic Mysterio, I could see that. But he does have a different tan here. You can see he does have the white tights on here with the British flag logos. This is from Raw, September 25th, 1995. Got the little image on the back of the Bulldog. He does come with the legs for your Build-A-Figure Golga, but enough chatting. Let's crack these figures out of the packaging, build Golga, and see if this was worth the purchase. Starting us off, we're going to take a look at Kane. So, accessory-wise, you will get a set of interchangeable mic open-holded hands, one with the gloved hand, one with the skin-tone hand. You also do get your head for your Build-A-Figure Golga, which looks really nice, as, of course, I drop it right here with my big, clumsy hands, but let's zoom in. You can see how that little mesh underneath the eyes and the mouth looks really nice. Look at even the sculpting pieces here on the side. Looks pretty cool, man, like a skin-tight mask for your Golga. While we're here up close, let's take a look at Kane's mask. If you could see the color on this, it's a different red. It's like a darker shade of red. You can see the kind of like mesh that's supposed to be on his torso. Be careful with this. My Walmart got the shipper, and I noticed a bunch with some, like a lot of QC issues, so make sure you check those the mesh area on the paint before you grab your figure if you have an option. Mine actually had, I think, like 4 Kanes and just one of everyone else, and actually 2 Bulldogs by the time I got there. But you can see the studs around here. Looks really nice. Studs around the belt that's painted on. He does have the gauntlets or glove hand here. The arms look a little small. Just looking at Kane right here, I feel like I could prefer some bigger arms, but you can see the detailing on the side of his pants here. He's got the nice gloss boots on here as well. Take a look at the back of the figure. You'll see that mesh kind of continues along. A little QC issues here, but not awful. Take a look at the back of the figure as well. He does have the pinless arms, but he does have the pin knees, just to point that out for you guys. Articulation, the head will fully rotate. Arm goes fully around. Bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. Hands do rotate and hinge. You do have the ab crunch and the waist swivel. Does the splits pretty good. A little stiff kicking up. You can see that on my Kane. Does have a little bit of an issue here with the thigh cut. The double jointed pinned legs here. The boot cut as well. The feet do, I believe this is the old boot mold. It does not really have that new rocker. This foot is also, or leg is also a little stiff for Kane. So be careful maybe if you heat them up before you try to pose them. We've gotten so many Kanes, I swear. Here are some of my favorites for some quick comparisons. So on the left, we have the Ultimate from the Raw is War ring. We do have the From the Vault Hardcore Kane, which recently came out. It kind of has that similar mesh on the front, as well as that singlet here with the Monday Night Wars Elite. And to me, the definitive Kane, we have the original Ultimate Edition Kane. You can see how much brighter this red is. I'll be honest, I don't know if this one's going to make the cut and stay in my collection. Moving right along to the British Bulldog, so his hands include a set of the open hands. He does have the fisted hands that are on the figure, as well as a set of mic open holding hands. For your Golga Build-A-Figure part, you will get these lower legs here. You can see the massive size. Do like the look with the gray sweatpants and the black boots. Cannot wait to fully assemble them. But bringing in the Bulldog here, you can see the skin tone. It just, I don't know, it's like a bronzer kind of color, right? Maybe not as dark, kind of a yellowy hint to it. I get what they're doing. They want to innovate, but like figures, like we've been getting this character for what, like 15 years from the Mattel line first started, and now it's like, well, now we're gonna change the skin tone, just like they did with like the Warrior. And sometimes you get Warriors the old skin tone, then you get figures the new skin tone. I don't like it. Stick to one, and that's it at this point. That's my opinion. Let me know your thoughts down below. But you'll see he has the painted on armbands as well as the wristbands here. Head sculpt looks good. I believe we've seen this before. I want to say it's the same as the Build-A-Figure from the Monday Night Wars, if I'm not mistaken. Again, that has a different skin tone too. You'll see he does have the bull on the side and dog on the other. Very simple, just plain white attire. Has the pin legs here. If you guys want to go through some quick articulation, the head will fully rotate. Looks up about that much, down about that much. The arms, a little stiff on this one. You can see around the shoulder. I feel like the shoulder joint is just a little too big for this. Bicep cut, double jointed pinless elbows. The hands do rotate and hinge. The ab crunch, little tight. And the waist, definitely need to heat that. I feel like the legs are pretty good. Let's see how he kicks up. A lot better than Kane. You do have the thigh cut, the double jointed pin legs, boot rotation. And these are, I believe these are the new boots. The way it's turning, yep, definitely for sure. A little stiff on mine. How about the other leg? Nope, this one's pretty good. I don't know what it is with the set, but so far 2 out of the 4 figures, the joints are a little tight. For some British Bulldog comparisons, you can see it right here. These all have different skin tones. We have the Build-A-Figure in the jeans here with a different size torso, but this is more of like a tan. Again, more of the bronzery kind of look to it with the tint of yellow, we'll say. And this is definitely lighter than the other two. This is the Legends Greatest Hits British Bulldog. Moving right along, we have Hardcore Hak. You can see he does come with the Singapore Cane, just like the Elite Sandman that we did get. Interchangeable hands, includes a set of fisted hands. Of course, he's got the mic open holding hands. No beer cans included with this guy. Obviously, different character. For your Golga Build-A-Figure part, you will get this massive torso. Of course, there's no detailing or South Park, obviously, IP on the shirt. I will go ahead and remove the kendo stick or the Singapore Cane. It is exactly what we've seen before. He does have this kind of like grayish shirt with the kind of like black ringer around it, around the collar and the arms. Does have the barbed wire wrapped around here, and I will not make the same mistake as I did with the Elite. I removed it off of the figure, and it just never looked as good. You can see his pants do have some dry brushing on there. They are pinless legs. They look more like the trousers, and I don't really like that. I wish they had more of a jeans mold to it. I don't know how much articulation I'm going to get with this figure, but before we actually even jump to that, let's just get a quick overview. The head looks pretty good. I think it's the same as the Elite, but we'll see. I do have both versions. We will compare. You can see how the barbed wire wraps around here. Take a look on the back. You can see the jeans here, or the pants. Like I said, I do appreciate the brushing. Some good extra attention or added detail. Head will fully rotate. Looks up about that much, down about that much. The arm, no issues here. Bicep cut, double jointed elbows. Hands, you rotate and hinge. Ab crunch moves. I'm not going to move the waist too much. I'm not going to move the legs too much, but they do have some good articulation here. They do move up, no issues. Same with the split. There's a thigh cut. The legs could be worse, but they are a little stiff, of course, with the pinless legs. And the feet do not even move. They are pretty much up in that pant mold. But a Hardcore Hak for those of you guys who really wanted him. Here's a comparison of the Hardcore Hack with the other Elite Sandman figures. So you'll see the standard version with the black and white pants, as well as the red, white, and blue kind of Zuma pants over here. Different type of barbed wire. See how it is wrapped. Again, this is the one I took off. It just doesn't look as good as it did from the factory. You'll notice the skin tone is different. The Elite is actually a little darker than the new Monday Night Wars Elite. It's a different skin tone. I believe it's the same head. If you guys want a quick close-up, you can see it's just painted differently. The hair is slightly a lighter color, and I guess maybe for the time that's more accurate, but I will definitely pick the Elite Sandman. He's just more fun. Look at the beer cans he's got and the kendo stick, plus the ECW shirt. Definitely the one to go with if you had to only have one. Our last figure before we get to the Build-A-Figure is Booker T. So for your Golga Build-A-Figure parts, you will get the arms here. You can see these massive sized arms to plug in. You also do get a bunch of hands for your Golga, so you can go fisted hands, you go with the mic open holding hands. I think I'm probably going to try to find the Cartman. Unfortunately, I do not have one, and maybe find something that'll fit in his hand and go with the open hands. But Booker T also does come with these gloved hands, similar to the Hollywood Hogan. You can see painted in different skin tone and has the flame logos on there. He has the open glove mold on the figure itself. Does come with the sunglasses as well as the WCW Television Championship, which looks really nice. I don't know if it just looks different to me. I know it looks a little better than we've gotten in prior versions. I don't know if it's the red on here or what, but it looks nicer just having it in hand here. So our first WCW singles run Booker T, same glasses that we've gone with the Harlem Heat. I love this head sculpt. The Screaming Booker head sculpt just looks so damn nice. I believe this is the same torso we've been getting with the Monday Night Wars Elites. No singlet piece on here, just has the bare torso. You can see the flames on here with the black. Looks really nice. Look at even the boots, man. Just different. I don't know if they molded this differently, but it looks like got straps over the laces here. Have the BT on the side. I was a huge Booker T fan in WCW. WCW was 100% my wheelhouse. I liked it better than WWF for a little bit with the NWO and all that good stuff. But Booker was just one of my favorites, and I cannot wait to find the white. I was really hoping I could snag it when I saw that shirt. But unfortunately, this is the only one they had. I do have a few on pre-order, so maybe I'll get lucky there. But articulation, head will fully rotate. Looks up about that much, down about that much. Do have the ab crunch, but moves pretty good. Waist swivel, arm fully rotates, bicep cut, double jointed elbows, hands do rotate and hinge. As far as his legs, yep, a little stiff on mine. You can see that bounce back. Not so much in the other one, but you know what? Heat it with a hairdryer, split the legs like this and heat it with a hairdryer. It should loosen it up, but be careful when they're not. I'm not even going to play with that, man. This one is very snug. You do have a thigh cut, double jointed pinless legs for Booker. Does have the boot rotation as well, and these are the new boot molds. As you can see, the rocker and the up and down is really good on this figure. For some quick Booker T comparisons, we have the other Monday Night Wars Elite Harlem Heat. Of course, he was a chase in that set too, with the standard here in the black. You can see the attire is different. The flames are not the same design. Different boot mold as well. You can see the straps on the front, as well as the chase version here in the blue. I cannot wait to find the chase again for this set with him in the white. We have our Build-A-Figure Golga all assembled, and he is everything you would want. I love these Build-A-Figures. They are no longer just the plain suited figures that we've been getting. Look how nice that head sculpt looks. Again, the big torso. You can get some decals if you want, like a South Park shirt on here, or maybe something from Threadheads. But look at these massive arms, these huge legs, man. But these boots look a little, not gonna lie, they look a little small and unproportioned a little bit for this figure. But articulation-wise, head will fully rotate. I don't want to scrape this neck. It's painted on here, but it should go around. Just be careful. Arms will fully rotate. You do have a diaphragm joint from here. Waist swivel. You get the bicep cut again. The elbows are a little stiff on mine. The hands do rotate and hinge. Legs doesn't really kick up too much, man. Maybe about there. I mean, he was a bigger guy. I mean, if you guys didn't know, this is Earthquake John Tenta. I did not know this when I was watching the oddities back in the day. Would love to get some other members here. The legs are a little stiff, but they are pinless. Again, you do have the boot rotation here, a little stiff. Oh, okay, you get the new articulation on these boots as well. This figure does look great. So I know Mattel has had different scales for Earthquake, right? Like, here's an issue, man. Him standing. Oh man. This is kind of annoying. Okay, there he goes. They've had some change in the scale for Earthquake. So I have two different Earthquake figures. Forget what the blue figure is from. One of the earlier series. We do have the, I think this was a Legends Greatest Hits re-release, or maybe an Elite Greatest Hits. I don't remember. But you can see they're different heights here. You have a really tall Earthquake, something in the middle, which probably I think is the most accurate, and something maybe a little too small here. But you can see the different size comparisons for some John Tenta figures. If you guys have enjoyed this video review, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate each and every single one of you who have subscribed to my channel. Help me get to my goal of 10,000 subs by the end of this year. We're getting close to 8,000, so we're getting really close. It really does mean a lot. I appreciate all your continued support. It really helps me going, stay going with these videos. Let me know all your thoughts on this brand new set below. Are you passing? Are you grabbing it? Are you on the fence like I was? We'll get into all that with my final thoughts, but I want to hear your feedback all down below. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Stay tuned to the newest action figure reviews here on my channel. We've got a ton more reviews coming up, as well as the brand new Legends Ultimate Edition Hollywood Hulk Hogan should be here tomorrow. So hopefully I can drop that video for you guys really soon. But this set right here, the Monday Night Wars series, I'll be honest, this was one I was on the fence about because there are a lot of characters I didn't really need for my collection. Why did I end up grabbing it? Because I really wanted Golga. But this was a set that was available on Walmart. I could have paid extra to get it earlier. It was on eBay. I seen it on Facebook groups, and just, I couldn't pull the trigger. Let's get into each figure. Let's start with the left. Kane, I have so many Kanes in my collection. And I hear, oh, sometimes they got to put guys that are popular or maybe characters that people missed out on. Like, there's plenty of Kanes out there. I don't know. I'm not saying don't make any more Kanes, but I feel like we've just gotten so many as of late. So, figure's okay. I'm not crazy about the red. I feel like the Ultimate, to me, is still the Kane to have in your collection for this kind of mass look. So, the Bulldog, I don't like the tan. I just don't like it. I feel the gear is very simplistic. I prefer the Build-A-Figure from the Monday Night Wars set. Was that Monday Night Wars? Shoot, I mean, I forgot what series that was from. My God, I'm losing my mind. But the Build-A-Figure in the jeans, I think, is a better figure than this one. So I would tend to stick with that. Obviously, they're different eras, but same head sculpt. And again, like I said, the skin tone, I'm not crazy about. Booker T, I absolutely love. I wish I can, I'm sure I will grab them eventually, the chase, but wish I would have found them early and just kind of checked it off my list. But I love this, even the black attire. I want both versions. The singles run, WCW Booker T, I love the glove hands, the head sculpt, the flames with the black. It looks really good. Even the TV title looks awesome. I feel like this is kind of what I want to see more of. These are kind of, let's call it, they're repaints. We've seen a lot of repaints in the Monday Night Wars line, and that's kind of where I'm like, all right, I like when you include the new stuff, like you get the Build-A-Figure Golga, but then there are times where you kind of get like, oh, we've seen a Bulldog, and just let's mix up some parts to kind of make a newer version, which, I don't know, not really highly desired on my list. Hardcore Hack, I say stick with the other Elite Sandmans. I'm not a big fan of this figure. It looks okay. Skin tone, obviously a lighter, different color hair, but not enough meat on the bone for me to say that you absolutely need, unless you're a huge Hardcore Hack fan. I remember him sparingly in WCW, and I didn't really get it. I didn't even think, oh, that was the Sandman. I don't know what I was thinking. I was a kid. I was just in my own world. Golga, I absolutely love it. I feel like the scale is great. The only knock I'm going to say are the boots look a little small, but figure is awesome. I'm going to see if I could track down like a miniature-sized Cartman to keep in his hands, because that will definitely complete. I would love to see more oddity figures come out. Let's rank this set real quick from my least favorite to my favorite. Figure at the bottom doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It's just kind of where the execution and my anticipation for it. So we have 5 figures. We're going to include the Build-A-Figure at the bottom. At number 5, I'm going to go Hardcore Hack. Like I said, not enough meat on the bone for me to say that this was one that was really needed. Number 4, I'm going to go with the Bulldog. Again, for everything I've stated before, just not crazy about this figure. Number 3, I'm going to go Kane. We've had so many Kanes. This is where it gets kind of tough. Number 2, I'm going to go Golga. I really do like this figure. But this Booker T, I'm going to have to slot him at number 1. Even the standard version, it's just so clean. It's just different. And it's one that we've wanted for our collection for a while. So kudos to Mattel for finally getting him out here. I do appreciate that. Would love to see an Ultimate kind of in his singles run as well towards the end when he was World Heavyweight Champion. That would be awesome. My last take on this set, I'll be honest, it's not their best one. It's probably not the worst one. I still say the first Greatest Hits wave with that Shawn Michaels intro was awful. I sold all of those figures. I believe I kept just the Build-A-Figure parts. And I'm going to be transparent with you guys. These 3 figures are probably going to get cut. I'm going to keep Booker and Golga. The main reason I bought this set was to complete this Build-A-Figure. If it was a crappy Build-A-Figure, I probably would have just got Booker and called it a day. But that's just my take on it. Let me know all your thoughts down below. Before you go, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at AlexWestCollects. Thank you again for tuning in and your continued support. I'll catch you all in the next video review.